Hey everyone. Well, that was a very interesting week. I I enjoyed reading it. There were a lot of opinions and ideas and thoughts about making money, crowdfunding, just what authors are doing. Sort of, it veered from being very traditional all the way to can you really believe that author did that? So I found that I always find stuff like that really fascinating. Um, if I were you, I would save as many of those resources as possible. Rachel, for instance, got me. I've seen the Baltic residencies before, but I started fantasizing about that. And thinking about where I could go and write. And and then as I was writing, I think to I think Bob. The truth is, you really don't need a residency. It does look good on your CV, and it can add cachet. But the bottom line is that we can write anywhere. We just have to sit down and do it. In a weird way, NaNoWriMo, which is coming up, reminds people of that. You can write anywhere, and you can write as much as you need to write. You just have to write. And we know that. But a residency does keep you from distractions. Dogs who are sitting here licking their paws, deliveries, husbands, wives, spouses, partners, jobs. But that's the thing. How do you leave those things? So can you write? Can you get up at 5 in the morning and do your writing? You probably can. Anyway, so lots to think about. But your career plans are due this week. And I've laid out some ideas about that in the written announcement that I made that's already posted. But I really, think it's a good idea to go back to read my comments to your individual homework assignments that compose your career plans, my comments to your career plans, their critique it exercise where people commented on your career plans, and incorporate as many of the edits as you see fit that will be useful, and to also go all the way back in our discussions at to your resume, look at my comments to your resume, people's comments to your resume, revise accordingly. Just those of you who didn't turn in the resources, you have a week. The discussions are always closed after a week, but you have a week to turn in your resource assignments. Those of you we've had conversations. Just remember your work is due by the time I told you it was due, usually by the last day of this class. This class, once it's over, Sunday, the 21st. I don't know. The last day of the 10th module, all your work is due. Okay? If we've had that conversation. If we haven't had that conversation, we need to have that conversation. That's about it. Looking forward to seeing what you come up with. And then after this week, then we have a week of contemplation and, thinking and a last posting, but it's all over, but, etc., etc. So have a good week. Really work that revising, and I look forward to reading your career plans.